It's high summer in the Mediterranean, and when the sea is calm, it becomes Europe's deadliest crossing.
Help me, please.
Sit down, everyone.
Come here, please.
Tens of thousands fleeing Africa for a better life.
You find solution or you die.
Italy wants to stop the boats, even if it costs lives.
I'm in the sea, trying to keep the people alive. And you say me to call Malta?
We join a rescue group saving boats in defiance of Italy. So they see you as the enemy.
Absolutely, yes.
And we follow migrants on their perilous path to Europe. We're about to set sail on a high-stakes mission. Open Arms rescues migrants and refugees in distress. Its founder and director, Oscar Camps, says its one aim is to save lives.
Así es que independientemente de cuál sea su motivo, del por qué se vayan, del por qué huyan, si es por la persecución, si es por la miseria, si es por la guerra, da igual, no tienen por qué morir abandonados en el mar.
He was once a lifeguard patrolling the calm beaches of Barcelona. Now his passion is using life-saving skills on the open sea. He says Open Arms has rescued 62,000 people in the past 6 years. These days he's also fighting European governments trying to turn back the boats.
Desde marzo del 2018 que Italia dejó de coordinar las labores de rescate de las organizaciones humanitarias y pasó a perseguirlas y a bloquearlas.
¿Cuáles son las consecuencias?
Miles de muertos al año, entre 2.000 y 3.000 muertos cada año, reiteradas y seguidas veces.
Open Arms would normally take out a big rescue ship, capable of saving hundreds of people and taking them to the nearest port. But in April, Italy impounded the Open Arms ship to stop them helping migrants. In defiance, they're taking out this yacht. Called the Astral, it's too small to rescue large numbers of people. The plan is to find boats in trouble and keep the passengers safe until emergency authorities arrive.
Damos agua, les damos comida, se hace evaluación de casos médicos.
The head of mission is Gerard Canals.
No sé qué capacidad tenemos en balsas. 120 personas podemos meter en balsas. Evidentemente, una vez las hemos metido en balsas, eso no navega. O sea que tienen que venir los guardacostas.
Once they worked closely with coast guards.
Together, we help protect EU's borders and make Europe a safer home for all of us.
But Europe's border agency, Frontex, has embraced Australia's hard line against so-called boat people. This year, as crossings increased, Italy not only impounded the Open Arms rescue ship, it seized the vessels of 4 other non-government rescue groups, or NGOs, claiming they weren't fit to operate.
They punish those who are helping people at sea.
So they see you as the enemy?
Absolutely, yes. They don't even share information about the targets. They prefer the boats be lost at sea than tell us. It is the first rule of the sea. You have to help those in danger.
Gerard Canals will lead rescues with 2 lifeguards, Albert Roma and Irene Morero. When they hear of migrants in distress, they'll use small speedboats to reach them.
Alpha, Sierra, Tango, Romeo, Alpha Lima.
The captain, Savas Korapinas, will try to persuade the Coast Guards to come to their aid.
Correct. Astral.
Well, it's going to take us 3 days to reach the search and rescue zone. And for now, as far as NGO rescue missions go, this boat is basically it for the entire central Mediterranean. The crew of 8 will sail us around an area of more than 250,000 square kilometres to try to find and help people before they drown. With almost no wind, the boat motors slowly toward the Strait of Sicily. The central Mediterranean is divided into nominal search and rescue zones, though Open Arms claims every country is failing its legal obligations. Our destination is the Italian island of Lampedusa, 90 nautical miles from Malta. It's the closest European landfall to Libya, so it's where many of the migrant boats are heading. The crew monitors the emergency radio channel around the clock. Boats use it to call for help.
7-1.
Per favore, che hanno bisogno dell'aiuto. Siamo in posizione 3509, di sopra.
The sea is eerily calm as we approach Lampedusa. It means the boats are coming.
Buonasera, buonasera, siamo a Lampedusa. Secondo me Lampedusa lo chiamo che abbiamo bisogno di un aiuto, per favore.
Soon the Astral picks up a distress call from a fisherman, and the first night of rescues begins.
No.
A fisherman seems to have found a refugee boat. They say there were children among the people that they found. We changed our course and now we're heading towards this position. It is difficult to find the boat and the situation is more stressful because you don't see anything.
In the inky darkness, the crew prepares to take out a speedboat. So, Irene, your first rescue, how do you feel?
Yeah. I'll tell you later.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
Vamos, chicos.
While the lifeguards search for the boat, the captain Savas tries to persuade the Italians or the Maltese to mount a rescue.
I don't understand you, sir. Can you repeat, please?
You are in the south area of Malta. Do you call Emergency Malta to request the assistance? Over.
Look, I listen to distress and I come to help.
Yes, okay, sir. I give you the number of Emergency Malta, sir.
I have it. I call him, but nobody answer.
Okay, that's good.
The rescue team finds a small wooden boat packed solid with more than 50 people.
Hey, stop the engine. We need to go to you, so stop the engine, please. How many children? How many children? If you stand up, it's dangerous. Sit down, please. Hey, sit down, please. Okay, sit down now.
They've come from the Libyan port of Zuwara and have no lights or provisions, and they're running low on fuel.
Thank you, man. One by one. There's a life jacket for everyone, so don't worry. Don't worry.
But the Italians won't come, and the Maltese won't even answer.
You have tried this number 0035.
I'm in the sea, trying to keep the people alive. And you say me to call Malta? I have children on board. What I have to do?
Don't stand up. Sit down.
The star area is the competence of the Emergency Malta. I give you another number 6221.
I call you first. Why don't you solve this problem?
The migrants have travelled from as far south as Zimbabwe to start the journey from Libya. Were you scared to come across the ocean?
It's 50-50.
50-50.
Yes.
So you might live, you might die.
Of course.
But you are prepared to risk your life to come to here.
Of course we are suffering. Libya is a long story.
They've been on the water for 24 hours. And their wait has just begun.
Astral, you are online from the emergency Malta.
Italy finally agrees to connect Astral to the Maltese emergency service by radio.
Hello, this is Rescue Coordination Center Malta, Joint Operations Center. Go ahead.
Yes, I have one fishing boat position 35 degrees, 14.4 minute north.
Yes, can you kindly send an email?
Okay, I send you one email right now.
We are expecting the Maltese authorities to coordinate the rescue efforts, but we are very close to Lampedusa, just 30 nautical miles away.
Looks like nobody wants them.
No, that is what usually happens. They don't really want to take care of these people. In other occasions, we've seen how they delay to send boats to rescue these people, and in the end they capsize and we have some casualties. One hour has passed and we don't have any new information. Can you update us?
I don't have news for you. Email to Malta emergency.
Sir, Maltese authorities are not responding. I don't know what else should we do.
You must wait your response.
Yes, sir. We have been doing nothing but waiting.
Close to dawn with no response from Malta, Italy blinks.
Astral, ¿me recibe?
ONG Astral, Italian Coast Guard, Italian Coast Guard.
Italian Coast Guard, this is Astral.
1 hour and 20 minutes.
Yes, okay. Rendezvous in 1 hour and 30 minutes.
Okay, perfect. See you.
Tira un VHF a Canal 9.
Correcto.
The Italian Coast Guard capitulates and transfers the migrants to its rescue vessel. It's obliged by international law to rescue boats in distress, but the Italian government is trying to stop any boats getting this far. It's funding the Libyan Coast Guard to intercept boats and force them back.
Lo hacen de forma silenciosa, con acuerdos administrativos, dando credibilidad a unos milicias, grupos armados que les llaman guardacostas.
They're shooting. Yeah, they're shooting.
In July, a rescue NGO filmed a Libyan Coast Guard ship firing at migrants who refused to stop.
So-called Libyan Coast Guard, what you do is very dangerous. Over.
Look how close it will be.
The Italians have provided Libya with 16 ships. The EU border agency Frontex even trains their crews. Often people chancing this journey aren't just escaping war or poverty. Increasingly they're trying to escape Libya itself, because tens of thousands who've tried to cross from there have been held in detention camps, often run by the militias. A UN report says they suffer unimaginable horrors: gang rape, starvation, beatings, torture, even death. Now, the UN is very clear it's illegal to send these migrants back to Libya. But that is now the official policy of some European countries, pushing them back to what could be more unimaginable horrors.
What Europe and the European Union is doing to these people, it's disgusting. It's totally awful. It's something that we cannot admit. And I think as long as I can do something for them, I'm going to do it.
It's been a stressful first night for the rescuers. But any thoughts of resting are soon dispelled. The boats keep on coming. Well, this is extraordinary. It's just 3 hours since the Coast Guard picked up the last boat, and out of nowhere, this boat has just appeared. The crews had no sleep. Moments later, another boat appears on the horizon.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
How many people?
73.
73.
Lampedusa Radio, Lampedusa Radio, Lampedusa Radio. This is Astral.
Don't worry, man. Don't worry, okay? Sit down. Everyone, sit down. Everyone, sit down. Sit down. Everyone, sit down. Sit down. Don't listen to me. Sit down.
Astral, 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 da Lampedusa Radio. You read me over.
Lampedusa Radio, I read you loud and clear. I have one wooden boat with more than 70 people in the deck.
Okay, we are going there, but stay here, so if we need, we can ask your help.
Esta vez los italianos parecen felices de poder ayudar. ¿Es eso inusual?
Ahora no tienen más remedio que colaborar. Les obligamos a cumplir con los convenios internacionales y con el derecho marítimo. Esto es lo que hay que hacer y esto es lo que pedimos que se haga, ¿no? Porque lo que no sabemos es si esto se haría si no estuviéramos aquí como testigos.
Oscar's passion was ignited by the Syrian refugee crisis of 2015, when thousands drowned trying to cross from Turkey to Greece. He flew to the island of Lesbos with no equipment to see how he could help. As a lifeguard, he was shocked to see there was no coordinated rescue, just chaos.
Entonces cuando los ves y los tocas, te das cuenta de que hay niños, hay mujeres, hay familias, hay maridos, hay historias, hay futuro. Entonces, ¿cómo los vamos a dejar morir?
The Mill Pond Sea is proving a magnet for crossings. Ever more boats competing for limited rescue resources. In the blur of constant rescues, one call cuts through.
Bombino, Daddy, there is no boat. Come in, please help me, please.
The distress call is from a man called Mohammed, who claims he's a fisherman.
Okay, Mohammed, we are very close to your position, very near you.
He says he's found a boat with 9 people, including 5 children and a very sick baby.
También es poner el manguito pediátrico que hay uno ahí de bebé.
The crew's volunteer nurse, Cristina Esteban, sets up an emergency treatment post in the cabin. The prospect of a dying child shakes them all. Cristina goes out with the crew to administer first aid. They arrive to find a very different scene from the one described.
Hello.
Cuando hemos llegado, el estado general de todos estaba bien, el bebé estaba llorando, estaba normocoloreado, estaba todo bien.
Not only is the baby in good health, the boat is less crowded, the migrants have more provisions than any we've seen. It appears Mohammed is not a fisherman, but a smuggler, offering a fake emergency to guarantee pickup as part of the service. The crew escorts the boat to the Coast Guard. If they're angry at being played, they don't show it.
Does it get frustrating when you get these very dramatic messages that maybe are just to make sure they get rescued?
No, it is much better. So I prefer to work for nothing instead of doing the opposite.
Rescues like this fuel criticism that NGO boats act as a pull factor for migrants and traffickers.
Así es que estemos o no estemos las organizaciones humanitarias en el mar, eso no implica que ellos vayan a salir o no. El que huye no atiende si hay o no hay una embarcación humanitaria o en 400.000 kilómetros cuadrados que tiene esa zona del mar Mediterráneo, ¿no?
The figures back him up. So far this year, there's been a big rise in migrants crossing, even while no NGOs were operating. The difference was almost 1,000 people drowned, more than twice the previous year. The wind picks up, and for the first time the Astral is in full sail. A storm is brewing down south. Oscar Camps worries what it might mean for small boats at sea.
Son más de 250 personas muertas este mes de julio, 100 más que el mismo mes en el año 2020.
¿Esas muertes te afectan, no es así?
Claro. Pues hacer lo que estamos haciendo, intentar rescatarlos y si no denunciar lo que ocurre.
We anchor off Lampedusa to wait out the storm. It's a chance for me to jump ship and see what life is like for migrants who make it to shore. The island is teeming with Italian tourists, but the arrival of migrants is kept out of view of the public. They'll be transferred to detention camps on the main island of Sicily for processing. Almost all will apply for asylum. 7 out of 10 will be rejected. In the capital Palermo, Abdoulaye Jatta has lived in limbo for 5 years. He left the grinding poverty of Gambia to provide for his family, eventually reaching Libya in search of work.
My friends, you multi-yefa, more than 3 people. So, after the Renanta Fanam Faje, Malafu, Laulatna, Panatana.
He crossed the Mediterranean by boat but was denied residency and survives doing low-paid labour that Italians won't do. So what would you tell young people now in Gambia? Would you tell them to try and make this trip to Europe?
No, Intela Carola. You must intella como you stay in Gambia all the day, but when I say Gambia, but yalo muga fo moy fananko nyinta yimbula fenta bulo kono.
Fellow Gambian Bachumbalo also struggled as an undocumented worker.
It's very difficult to live here without documents. You have to get job before you get documents. And now you don't get job because you don't have documents. You know, this is obviously is ridiculous.
But with the help of migrant advocates, Batch has managed to enrol in a public college.
So what are you studying now?
I'm studying nursing. When I finish my studies, I would like to go back to my country because they need people like us.
Both men despair at the number of people still risking their lives for an impossible dream.
So na soto balia ni na karola wala ke molna nan jambot nyaman koti ke imari este in ila banko kanje ya fenyi ninje fu janni ala kana pleno la kodo dila e pleno ta Europe.
When I saw the sea, there is things that I think about. The sea turned to be a graveyard because people like me, they wanted to come and study, they want to come and learn, but they lost their life.
Italy's tough line has failed to stop migrants risking their lives.
Lampedusa Radio, we found the little boat. We found the little boat.
Back on the Astral, the crew comes across a group of youths and unaccompanied minors from Tunisia, all hoping they're coming to a better world. 3 days earlier, a presidential coup plunged their country into chaos.
We have 3 children and 6.
Y han estado ya 2 o 3 veces muy cerca de embarcar a agua.
Sit down, hey, the boat is moving, it's dangerous, okay? So sit down everyone, the boat is coming.
Wait here, sir.
Yeah, you wait here.
1 hour, sir, the children. Maybe it's not good. And sick.
Yeah, I know, I will be here.
Okay. You stay with him here.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You're welcome, man.
In the full moon, the swell is rising. Even after the crew attaches a lifebuoy, the boat is slowly sinking.
No. Take back, to the back. Take to the back.
Lo embarcan agua y tienen agua y gasolina en la sentina. We see that the boat was very small, overcrowded and embarking water. People was really in danger, so that's why we decided to take this action and put the life rafts at sea. Now we have these 17 people on board of the life raft. We're waiting for Lampedusa and Malta to take responsibility on this case.
Well, it's 4 a.m. and we've been towing the life raft for about 5 hours now. As usual, the Italians have been saying call the Maltese, and the Maltese haven't been answering. Not answering the radio, not taking phone calls, not replying to 2 emails. This is the Search and Rescue Authority. It's bizarre.
Just before dawn, the Italian Coast Guard finally arrives. After 2 weeks at sea, it's time for Open Arms to head home to resupply. On this 83rd mission, it's conducted 15 rescue operations, helping 398 migrants. Oscar Camps insists they will keep going out while there are lives to be saved.
Yo creo que nada es más importante que la protección de la vida en el mar. En aguas internacionales, rescatar personas no es ningún delito. Proteger la vida no es ningún delito, es una obligación.